What's up, traders? No trades today. Cash is a position. That's all I gotta say. But today was actually kind of frustrating because I wanted to trade. I wanted to trade ORPN. I wanted to trade ARTW. I wanted to also trade, what was the other one? OCC. Wanted to trade that on this spike up. But real quick, OCC, since we're on the chart, she popped up to 616, I think it was. Yeah, it was 615.6. And I mean, she came right back down under 6. She was really spready. There was just no way to really get into the trade. ARTW, I thought looking at pre-market that she was really gonna kind of continue, and then she kind of dropped out of the gate, and sure enough she decided not to continue. But I couldn't really I was actually looking to scalp this on the long side. I almost got in right here. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I mean, I would have had to be pretty patient, but I probably would have stopped out here anyway, because I would have probably used the low of this candle. Just not liking the overall trade, but using the trend as your friend, you know, I would have liked it. I mean, you could have drew a new trend line based off of that candle here, but even then it's kind of risky, because really the trend line you wanted to have drawn was this one here. And then once she broke that, you know, that's kind of saying, hey, you know, I'm done. But as you can see throughout the day, she's kind of trying to come back up, but not liking it overall. And then ORPN, sorry about him, he's trying to keep him quiet on the couch, but he's watching my phone at the moment. ORPN right here, she kind of consolidated, and then out of nowhere she gets volume. Not sure if this was a chat room or not. Probably was that started it here, and then maybe everyone just kind of piled on. Might have been a lot of people, you know, that were short, just trying to get out on the gap up. However, you know, I looked over here left on the daily, saw 230. After this halt, I actually pulled it up as she was in the halt, not in the halt, but getting into the halt. And on my time in sales, I wish I could show you. Actually, I might be able to. I'm not sure if I stopped recording or not. I'll check. But it was just nothing but red. And every time I've seen nothing but red for people just selling or shorts hitting the bid, coming out of that halt, she's usually not going to gap up and continue. So I theoretically, as that was happening in my head, obviously you can see I can't short it. I told myself if I could short it, I would have took a starter position here, probably 200 shares at $2. So she comes out, she kind of diddly-daddly, you know, around in the 190s, and then she shoots up. And she shot up to 216, shot right back down to like 208 or something, but then she climbed, and the bid was just sitting at 212 for about 4 or 5 seconds, and bam, that's where I would have added my 200 shares. Now the reason I feel so confident adding that close, because I usually, if I am looking to add into a trade, I probably wouldn't do it that close, is I was looking left and just looking at where these big break resistances were. One was at 220, one was at 230. So I'm thinking to myself, if she does pop up again, the odds are she's going to get rejected up there. I can get one final add in and hopefully get a nice little drop off. And if you look at this candle, she got up to 220, she finished at 179. She got up to 230 here, she finished at 161. So this thing is pretty known for popping and dropping, which is exactly what this play would be called. So hitting the pop, $2, looking for the flush out of the gate. It didn't happen right away. It shot up, and then on that 212, I actually told myself, I think it was, I wrote it down, 194. It came down, broke 2, and then she looked to be basing out. So I took 200 shares hypothetically at 194, looking to just, you know, she started forming this ascending triangle, as you can see. What's a descending triangle? You guys have heard me talk about it before. Come up, come down, come back up, start forming the triangle. So to me, this is kind of a small one. If you go, I'll actually look at it on the 1 minute, but I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So it's a lot easier to identify here on the 1 minute. She comes down, comes back up, starts forming the triangle. She tried to bust through, she didn't. Again, at this point my average would be at 206, so this isn't really an issue. Again, in my head I'm thinking, well, this would be nice if it popped to 230, but you know, I didn't think it would. You could just see all the selling pressure. And then sure enough, she comes over, completes her descending triangle, and I took the rest off at 185 when she dipped down. I had put hypothetically a stop order in to just cover at 185, looking for the break of 190. And why the break of 190? The low of this candle when she came back down was 190. So I was looking for that break and the flush under that for people, you know, get the liquidity of the stop orders and everybody stopping out, you know, etc. And she actually looks like she might curl back up, but I'm just gonna stick with those three. Nice and easy. I know a couple guys traded TEUM right out of the gate. I mean, that was pretty beautiful. Could have been a great dip buy on the negative intensity the other way. Just draw a line here. So the alert probably would have been somewhere in here. We'll just use right here, and we'll use the top of this candle. So yeah, I guess not. It's not a high percentage move, but even if it came down, you saw it stop and getting bought up, and even if you got in, say at the bottom of this candle where it opened 348, I mean, you still could have easily got, I wouldn't say 20 cents high this candle, so you at least got your 10 cents out of it, just, you know, buying the dip, scooping it up. But other than that, guys, like I said, cash is a position. It's first day back after a long weekend, so sitting on my hands. Just other than the ones I saw ripping that I couldn't trade, I didn't really see anything else that I liked. The only one was OCC. This is the one that, if you look on the daily as well, I just didn't like that she wasn't that extended on this push, even though she got up and her high over here was 640. I would have liked it to be a lot closer to 640 before I start. Like, I would probably say anywhere over like 625. I would have started, you know, took a starter position looking to add around that high of 640. But she never got there on this. And I mean, look where VWAP is. She was never that extended for me. So wish I would have took it, obviously. Anywhere over 6 would have been nice. As you can see, she pretty much flushed out all the way down to 532. That would have been a beautiful trade, and as you can see, I could actually short that one, but like I said, I wasn't too comfortable getting in when she wasn't that extended. It wasn't as high of an intensity move, and I was looking for it closer to resistance if I was going to play it without the high intensity move. But if she did get to 640 on this candle, it would have been a high intensity move because she would have obviously extended up. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys traded green today. Hopefully we can get something on the board tomorrow, and like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Obviously still trying to grow the channel as much as possible to help you guys out, and you know, watch my journey along the way to hopefully no PDT. That's what I'm calling this journey, no PDT. Get your journal entries in today. That's where I'm headed right now, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.